What is up guys, welcome to Solo MC Rider. Hope you guys are doing well. INNOVV has sent me their updated INNOVV N3 for my BMW S1000 XR. I'm currently using INNOVV N2 for a couple months. In this video I will be unboxing and show you guys what comes inside. We will be installing and going out for a ride and tell you a little bit more about it. So this video is sponsored by INNOVV. They sent me the unit for me to review, test it out and see how it holds up on real world. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open to see what's inside. It's going to be a quick review on INNOVV N3 from INNOVV. Alright, so here it is. INNOVV N3 for BMW and also for other companies as well. So first we will see what's inside the box and then we're gonna go ahead and install it on the bike. Comes with a screen protector. Let's put this aside. INNOVV information, innovation in motion. And here's the product. So this unit comes with the front and rear dash cam cameras as well for BMWs or any other bike, so it should come with all the units. So in this video we're just going to be installing the INNOVV, and the camera is going to be installed in a later videos with a different bike, of course, coming in the future. But for now, let's just go ahead and show you guys this. So here is the unit by itself. As you can see, the build quality is solid like the previous one, not bad at all. And we have some SD card slot and a USB-C port, which you can use for updating the firmware and stuff like that. So let's put this aside, see what we have. What else we have in here? So it comes with pretty much all the wiring you need to install in your other bikes. So as you see right here, there's the cameras front and the back. Should be 2K and 1080p, which is great. And also it comes with the mount. This is the universal mount, so it's also like a BMW mount, but you can mount it on any kind of bikes on a handlebar. It comes with all the accessories you need in the box, which is great. So this unit is for BMW, but you can order for your bike as well. So it comes with the BMW harness and wiring, which I'll leave this aside because I'm not going to use this camera system, so I do not need to go over any of that. So let's put this aside. We're going to go over to the bike and remove the old one and put this one on for you guys and show you the quick settings real quick. So if you compare with the one that we have already installed on the bike, the N2 and N3, look at the design of it. So this is a really nice design, as you can see right here. It's exactly 6 inches, 5.99, and this has a little less bezel than the other one does, and INNOVV writing on the bottom, so it doesn't look awkward on this side, as you can see right here. So let's take this off real quick and install this one. So let's see how easy it is to replace or install for BMW. Unlock, and there it is, comes off so easy. And this one build quality is nice too, but it just looks a little bulky and much heavier. So this was built with aluminum, I think, and this is a plastic. But here is the comparison between these two, and the difference is night and day. Look at that size difference. So let's install it and then turn it on, and then we'll go out for a ride and do some review on that. But this is a really nice unit. So just put it in the bottom right here, clips in, press that in and lock it up. And that's it. See how easy it was? It's like takes seconds and it could live on the bike. Let's turn it on and go over the settings real quick. See the boot up screen. And there you go, it's there. So already it's getting the bike's information here, and you see it's showing my fuel remaining, the temperature, the battery voltage, and gear. Of course it's in gear 1, and if I put it on neutral, as you can see, and then of course it is an Apple CarPlay device, so I can connect it for you guys in a moment. But let's go over the settings real quick. So here is the screen that if you install the cameras on your bike, like front and back, so then you have the views here, so you get to see the camera views. Go to home screen, yeah, just go like that. Settings, you can go in and change your TPMS. Bike already has built-in tire pressure monitoring system, so I'm not going to install it, but it comes with those little the stem, and you should be able to give you the reading with the bikes that doesn't have the air pressure monitoring system. And of course we use PSI here in the States. Fahrenheit, you can change that, but you have Celsius and bar, front and rear, how you pair. Time, of course, we can select that. And this is where the brightness comes through. So now I can put it up to the full brightness. It has auto brightness, it has volume. You can change the background. Let's change that to that. Full brightness. GPS, coordination, reset. I don't want to reset. Of course you can choose your language and kilometers and miles. Reset reminder, LEDs off or on. There's a screen. That's what I was complaining about the last one. There's the LEDs always stayed on, but now I have option to turn it off, which is great. And let's connect it. As you can see, this is the dash right now. What we can do is connect my Apple CarPlay. So you do that. I already paired it in a minute ago because it takes a minute just to turn off your Bluetooth on, and my phone is over there. But now it's connected, and as you can see, you get to see your phone, maps, messaging, all this stuff come through. It's pretty snappy, not bad at all. So overall, this unit looks really nice, and it goes with the bike, and it's not as big as the old one, and I just love it. So we'll go out for a ride and go over the things and show you actual navigating when you are navigating on the road. So without any further ado, let's get on the bike. All right, going out for a night ride. Quick sneak peek of the product, how bright it is. Let's go for it. You know, it's been extremely hot month so far. Let's get going. It's feels a lot nicer coming out at night and riding the bike. You can see right now we are at temperature 92, and let me show you here as well. Okay, so let's go to home page, and you can see right here the unit, the INNOVV N3. So we're out at night, and as you can see right now, this is on auto brightness, and we are going through some streets that has the street lights, and it will adjust automatically based on the lighting condition, but nighttime I don't think it's going to adjust as much. See, now right now is the lowest setting, so I'm gonna give you guys, for example, you go into the brightness and bring it up all the way. Now you see, I hope you can see, actually it's not even sticking to auto. It's not staying. I think you gotta go into the settings, but you just get an idea how bright that could be in a full brightness. So it gets really bright. So at night you don't really need it. You don't need it at all. You wanted the lowest distraction, the brightness in front of you. but this thing is nice and bright. Okay, and my bike has a bunch of lights, so it's pretty bright, and with the brights on it's even brighter. See, oh, beautiful weather, so nice. Yeah, so just coming out quickly, I just wanted to show you guys the screen, and then now we are going to go back to our day section of the video and the full kind of overview of this product. So let's go for a ride and tell you a little bit more about this unit right here. As you can see, it's already have connected to Apple CarPlay, and these gloves are not even a touchscreen, but it works here. It's perfect. As you can see right here, CarPlay is working fine, pretty responsive. Boom. Shows you the miles. The one thing I couldn't figure it out, it's something shows in Celsius and kilometers, and some other things shows in miles, and I checked the settings and everything, couldn't find it. But yeah, that's the one thing I can see. So hot outside, I'm riding like it's quit, but let's go for a ride. So let's talk about this unit. And if you have watched my last video on the INNOVV N2, and I mentioned a few things that they did not do right on that unit, which I wasn't too happy about, but they fixed it, and that's the point. I'm very excited about this. So why do you need one of these? And let me tell you why you need it. Because if you live in, I don't care where you live in, but especially if you live in Texas, and you know, if you're riding it on a hot summer days like today, or every other day for last 1.5 months, it's over 90, it reaches 100 plus Fahrenheit every day, and things get really hot. Like, it's extremely hot. And I had my phone mounted before. If you guys know, I had quad lock mounted right here where the BMW unit is. The GPS cradle, I removed and put a quad lock in there, and I had my phone charging and was using as GPS. But the phone gets really heated, overheating issues will turn off. The screen always gets so dim you can't even see when your visor is dark. Like right now, my visor completely dark because of sun hitting it. It's a transition visor, so you can't even see the phone screen. So, and I know phone is great. It has the best, you have cellular connectivity, you're getting the most up-to-date map and everything, but it's just not suited for taking hundreds of degrees heat on the sun, sitting there and cooking the phone. Battery and charging and stuff, it just overheats the thing out like crazy. Wow, something on the road must be, it's like freaking traction control keep coming on. Yeah, so this one of those unit like the GPS, now there is markets are flooded with this thing, but you can choose the best one. I happen to got sponsorship by INNOVV, and they sent me one to try it out, and I like it. It works as intended. It gives you the bike's information with the ECU information is connected in the cradle. It's for BMW, but other bike I'm not sure, but I think you can connect an OBD dongle. Will give you most up-to-date information from your bike computer or ECU to the unit. But the BMWs, you don't need anything, you just plug and play. This thing goes into the cradle that comes with the bike. And besides looking at that, you know, the information screen, you just have your phone in your pocket or in your cubby or charging in the bike somewhere. You just do is press the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, whatever phone you use, and it will bring you right there. Yeah, so now I have GPS map going. Just press and then you have a live map. Put your direction. It's perfectly for commuting, and you see like sunlight is how nice and bright it is. And let's see if it's on auto settings. I can put it on cruise control. Nobody's behind me. You can set the brightness to auto. It's on auto right now, and here's the max brightness. So it's pretty bright. It's much brighter than the phone is or would be. And this has a built-in fan as well, so it's cooling as well. So, and looks very nice. The design has changed. So if you look at the N2 and versus N3, they look night and day. And a few complaints I had on the other one was it was too big, the bezels were huge, and the screen wasn't as bright. So you know, it's always a generational gap. So every generation or each generation, it gets better and better. So this is a really good unit, especially the INNOVV logo is right here instead of on the side, so it looks nice. You have the design pretty much same as the BMW head unit. Have those like little cutout on the edge and makes it looks little nice and square. The bezel are small, so it's overall it's the good looking, and it fits very nicely. So it's not like the off center like the other one used to be, sticking out a little bit more. But this is perfect size, like it's like your iPhone size. So about 5.99 inch or 6 inches pretty much, so it's very good. Yeah, and the purpose of is you could leave it on the bike and just let it be there, and you don't have to worry about at all. Especially on BMWs, it's locked there, so nobody can just take it off of the bike unless they want to break the unit and take it. That's a different story. But then it's also, your TFT is also vulnerable if somebody want to break it and take it versus taking it from here. So there is no way they can unscrew it without removing that unit, prying it out. So overall, I really like it. And they sent this to me about a month ago, and I had it on the bike since I opened the box and installed it for trying it out. So far so good. Haven't had any overheating issue or dying on me or anything. Always came on right when you start the bike, and running nice and smooth, so it's good. Check it out if you like it. Go ahead and feel free to buy it and try it out, because these units are really helpful. It's going to save your phone from cooking it on the sun, especially if you live in a hot climate like I do. Other than that, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next video. Feel free to like and subscribe. I have a 12,000 miles review on this bike coming very soon. I'll work on that. I want to tell you everything about this bike. So about 3 years, 12,000 miles. Thank you for watching. Solo MC Rider. I will see you guys on the next one.